Good evening, everyone. We are ready to launch a brand new one-day special, and we have got loads of treats in store for you as well. First of all, of course, we've got a one-day special, but we've got a very special treat for you with our guest. It's Sasha. She's back with us again today. Let's say a very good evening. Good evening, Sasha. How
Hello.
are you?
I'm good.
Lovely to see you.
I know, I'm feeling very underdressed. I saved my Christmas dress for tomorrow.
Ah.
I know.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know whether to be offended about that or not. Why didn't you get dressed up for us?
Well, I did put clean trousers on and a clean top. I got reasonably dressed up. But I did leave the Christmas dress until tomorrow.
Oh, well, do you know, I'm going to tune in on my
Are
day
you?
off and watch you tomorrow.
Oh, I hope
just
so.
to see your Christmas dress.
It'd be a giggle. Definitely.
No, I'm definitely going to tune in. I do that, you know, when I'm not here. I'm working from home, but I've still got the telly on in the background, and it's always
We
the craft
do,
stuff.
don't we? Because it's just, I can't work without that background anyway. Yeah. And so I just like to be nosy at what everyone's doing and see if they talk about me when I'm not here.
Oh, I love the idea of that. Right, let's have a look at the one-day special. Now, this is fantastic because you're getting such value for money. 6.5 metres. These are your Batiks. We've got 4 different colour options to choose from as well, and they are glorious. I'm trying to choose a favourite, and I thought I'd got mine, but I'm not sure now. Let's have a look at the first one. So we're going right from the very end here up to this one here. So this is your blue greens. Beautiful, aren't they? I particularly like this one. That's really caught my eye. I don't know because it's got the pink in there. I don't know what it is. It's absolutely stunning. 6.5 metres. These are 44 inches wide as well. So that's your first option. I think that was my favourite. You're getting all 6. Let's move on to the next one though, because I kind of do love this one as well. The magenta. Gorgeous. We do have, I think, the same prints in each option. It's just the colourways that is different. So you can see there. They do look very different, don't they, when the colours change. They're hand-dyed, they're stamped as well. They are absolutely beautiful. Cannot get over this price. We'll go through the details in a second, but you've probably already spotted the saving and the value for money. In fact, you have, because we're already busy. But we've got 2 more options to get to as well. Coming up next, we have the pink and the orange. So I'm going to have a little wander there now. So here we are, the pink and the orange together. This one is currently in the lead. Sasha, I know you love your bright colours.
I love this
Is this
one.
your favourite by any chance?
This one and the first one.
Okay.
Because I do like the tealies and the blue and that sort of thing.
It's that teal, isn't it, in
Yeah,
there that really
and
catches the eye.
And I like how it all works together, so I definitely love this one. But again, we were saying earlier, I cannot get over the price of these.
I know.
They are an absolute Brucey bargain.
They really, really
They
are.
really are. They,
Yeah.
I mean, when you actually work out how much you're getting and the price and the quality as well.
Yeah.
And I'm right in thinking, I think these are all new as well to
Are
us.
they? We've
I
been
think
told
we
they are
haven't
all new.
seen a lot of them before. So my batik ladies that love their batiks, you need to really get in quick on these.
Definitely. And you can go for more than one option. Now, we've got another option to go through. We've got the hot pink for you next. So we've seen the blues, the greens, the magenta. We've got the orange. Now the hot pink here at the end. Again, you've still got those glorious greens running through, some teal and blues. You've got oranges in here as well. Yes, it is a hard decision. Maybe you've got an idea of what you're going to make with yours. Maybe you just want to buy this while you see it and you haven't really got a project in mind. I'm thinking ahead, you see. I'm thinking of the hot weather. I'm thinking clothing. You certainly could.
Yeah.
You could patchwork this together as well, and
You
use it as a clothing
could
fabric.
you could make the most beautiful cancer style jacket, I think, as well with this, with some really nice wadding and a really nice lining. But again, I just think that batik bags and holdalls, they just look stunning in this. But I do go back to the whole cancer stitching, and I just think batiks, it just looks beautiful with cancer stitching, and it's such an easy stitch to do as well. And so we're going to look a little bit at that tomorrow. But they just work for men's shirts as well, and for ladies' shorts or dresses.
Oh, I can see our Adam in these.
Yeah.
Sure.
And now, obviously, all the holiday places have been lifted
Yeah.
as well. We're going to be looking at going to all these great places. So again, you can get in early and start making your spring, summer wardrobe.
Exactly that. Now then, we are very busy already. I'm not surprised. You're seeing value for money. £7 saving, just £25.97. 183941 is the item number. Do you know, we have actually got a little bit of an exclusive. Not only are they new today, not been seen before, nobody else has got them. It's just us. There's only us that have got these. You will not have found them anywhere else. That makes them extra special, doesn't it? Yes, definitely check those baskets out. 183941. Do you know, because you're getting 6 half metres, it works out at just £4.33 per half metre. Wow. That is value for money. We've got more to offer as well. We're very busy on those. If you want to go for more than one option, you certainly can do. Now, I'm going to have a little wander to the back of the studio because we've got our limited edition duos. Now, these are stunning once again. 2 half metres is what you're getting. These are 44 inches wide once again. Hand dyed and stamped once again. Now, let's have a little look at these. I'm going to open them out as best I can. The navy and the orange, isn't that stunning just as it is there? But when you put the two together, oh my goodness, Sasha, these are absolutely beautiful.
They're amazing, aren't they?
Look at that.
Absolutely amazing. And the other thing that I thought with the, I call it the plainer of the two, but the not so stamped one, the more tie-dyed one, if you've got some canvases at home and you just want to add a pop of colour to your home, just staple these onto some canvases as well, pull them tight and staple them. And you know, you've updated your living area. You know, you've bought a bit of colour. If you're somebody that's renting and can only have white or very plain.
On jackets and things as well, going back to clothing.
Yeah, exactly. Or put them in photo frames or things like that. Yeah, they're just stunning together.
They certainly are. We've got more because the next one, let's have a look at this. So let's put them together again. We've got here, this is the hot pink and the turquoise. So you can, yeah, there's quite a lot of purple in there. Yes, there's hot pink as well. You can see the turquoise, can't you? I'm just trying to get that. There's not really a right and wrong way, is there? It's batik.
Do you know, that's the brilliant thing about working with batiks. If you're somebody that is just starting your sewing journey and you worry about the wrong side and the right side of the fabrics, you don't have to worry with batiks, because a really good quality batik, you will be able to see the pattern on both sides.
Gorgeous, isn't it?
They haven't just been printed.
Exactly.
And I think that's the important thing. You know, they've actually been hand dyed, they've been hand stamped. So the techniques are correct. So it's not like you have got an actual wrong side to your fabric.
Now we have got one more option as well, if I don't drop it. There we are, the cream and the orange together. Let me just hold these up so you can see the two in combination, because they do. Do you know, I didn't think I'd go for the orange, but actually, I think that's my favourite one.
It's lovely, isn't it?
When do you put them together especially?
It is so pretty. It is so fresh. And I actually like the cream with the orange as a Roman blind or something like that.
Oh, that'd be nice.
I think it would be just, you know, it's that burst of colour. I just love the colours.
If we wanted to go for more than one, Sasha, would it be, are they pre-cut? Would we get separate pieces, or we went for two, multiples?
They would be on the continuous cut.
Would they?
Yeah, they'd be continuous.
So if you wanted to make a blind, you could do that then. Only £12.99. Remember, they are duo, so you're going to get 2 prints in each one. But yes, if you want to go for more than one option of the same, you certainly can do a continuous length, 44 inches wide. That gives you a metre in total for that price, a £3 saving, 641262. Now next, we've got more beautiful batiks for you as well. We've got the 1 metre pieces, so you've got a little bit more to begin with. We'll start right at the very beginning. So these are individuals. This is the orange salt dye. Now look at the colours in there again.
These are my favourite out of everything on the show. I absolutely love these. I almost get hypnotised by seeing the patterns and the colours in there, because there are so many different colours within each fabric, within each dye. It's so clever. You know, you've got that red, you've got hints of pink in there as well, you've got hints of purple. It's so bizarre, but all of these colours are in there.
They are.
It's so clever.
I've just tried to show as much as I can of that one piece, because yes, depending on the area you're looking at, you can see all of those different colours.
And look at, yeah, they've got the turquoise in there, and when you open these up, they just pop at you. Honestly, some of these fabrics, you just need to have them at home, open them out and actually see the colours within there, because honestly, I was in my element this weekend. I really was when they all arrived.
The one that I'm holding now is down as bright multi.
Oh, that's the one that I've got here as well.
Look at that, bright multi, look at that blue. Isn't that glorious? It really, really is. Oh my word.
They're just absolutely, I mean, look at that shape within there. If you can imagine fussy cutting some of these areas and putting them in frames or on a canvas, they are just artwork in themselves.
Now the next one, I'm not sure what the name of this one is. This is the, I believe it's the dark multi salt dyed. So you can see almost a midnight there. That blue, that dark blue into the purples, into the pinks, into the oranges again. Gorgeous effect with the salt dyeing. Next up we have, now this is a blue-green one, isn't it? So let's have a look. I think this is a darkish one. I did see a label on this earlier, but I can't see it now. I don't know if we can work this one out from the website. All the names are on the website. Navy green salt dye, that's the one. That's the one.
And it has got quite a bit of green in there, actually. When you do open it out, it has got quite a bit of green. It almost reminds me of, when I, like there, it's like a night sky with thunder and lightning within it.
Isn't it?
But I think this would be a great one for bag linings as well.
Oh, that's a good idea. Now this is a nice colour. This is your purple salt dyed. Oh, isn't that stunning? That is a beautiful. Do you know, I never used to like purple a great deal, but I love it now.
I really like purple.
I've so changed with colours. I hated green, and now green's my favourite. Oh, one of my I love any green, but the purples as well. Now this next one,
it's my favourite.
This is the blue turquoise. Let me just open this out a little bit more so you can see more of the blue as well as the turquoise itself. So once again, the salt dye effect, absolutely stunning. Love this area here.
And these are so big. You're getting that metre piece, but they are, you could literally get them home, hem the edges, and you've got a beautiful wrap.
Yeah.
Something to go over your shoulders. You don't have to do anything else with it because of the size of them, and we can have a proper look later. But it would actually go over your shoulders beautifully.
Now I'm loving this one as well. Hot pink. If we've got here the hot pink salt dye. Speaks for itself, doesn't it, that one? The next one, another beauty. Oh, purple turquoise. I can't choose a favourite again, you know, Sasha.
This is what I said, this rate, these, all of them. I mean, I do think the turquoise is my over the top favourite, but actually there is not one there that I wouldn't love to receive.
Turquoise green, another stunner. And finally, we have the orange for you as well. But you've still got all those different shades in there. The lovely salt dye effect as well. $10.99 for a metre of that beautiful fabric. Again, if you want to multi-buy, you can. A continuous length, £3 saving, 076958. Now we've got some happy hour deals for you as well. So take a look at these. Of course, the prices will go up at the top of the hour. We've got for you, first of all, look at the savings, £19.80 off. Now there's three different options here. This is bringing that price right down. 7.5 metre pieces. This is your purple yellow, this one. There you get a pattern as well. Pink and cream. There we are. There's the pattern again. And there is a teal and navy and a pattern. There it is, the teal and navy, yes. Just for this hour only, then it will go up to the usual price of £52.46. There it is, $32.66 for this hour. We've got another happy hour deal for you as well. Oh, I've seen this. This is really pretty. This is 4.5 metres here with an £8 saving. This is your red-green option from your meadow quilting bundle. There, you get a pattern with that one. $19.99. You've got your blue and yellow as well. And we've also got, oh, wait for it, wait for it. Have we got another one? Blue purple. Blue purple and a pattern, of course.
What a fab little present that is.
Isn't that lovely?
Yeah, for somebody, you know, just to get that. I mean, yeah, it would be here by Christmas, wouldn't it? And just an extra little present,
definitely
under £20, perfect. Get a pattern as well. Start straight away.
Exactly right. 101451. There's lots more on the website as well. But without further ado, let's head that way to see our Sasha.
So, there's lots and lots of little things we're going to be doing over the next 24 hours because it's the time that we're all making things to give and things like that. So I thought, right, let's do lots of little bits and pieces. So the first thing that we're going to look at tonight, do excuse, I've got a... Sorry. What else would you have in there? So these lovely little pouches, which I just think they are just so useful to slip in your handbag, pop your tablets in. You can change the sizes really easily, pop your makeup in there, pop it in your bag. But again, I mean, it's just, there is something about the feel of Batiks. I love the feel of Batiks. It's like crispness and
Yeah,
fresh.
that's the way of describing it, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
just crisp.
they just feel beautifully. So I'll put my tumbler back in there. I don't know why I've got a tumbler in there, but it's fine. So I've done a couple of different colours. I think we have got both of the ranges. This one is from the one that comes with the orange at the back.
Oh, it is, isn't it? Yes, from the yes, the duos.
Yes. So let's get started.
Okay.
So again, I've played around with different patterns and different shapes. So what you're actually going to do is, when my patterns come out in the new year, I like to fold and actually cut on the flat to actually make sure that you get a really good coverage of your working out your sizes for your fabric as well.
Okay.
I think sometimes it's a lot easier for people to fold their fabric in half. And by that I mean, for example, when your fabric is folded like so, not the open end but the actual folded end, you would pin your piece like so and then you would cut it out.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. Makes
So
a lot
then
of
what
sense.
happens is when you, did that make sense then?
It did.
Yeah? So when you open that out, we've
Now
got
that
our
fabric
two
is
pieces.
part of the one day special, isn't it? That's from the
It
Magenta,
is.
I believe.
It
Yeah,
is
one of the options in the
so,
one day special. It is lovely.
But you know what I found was really, what I love about Batiks as well is the fact that it doesn't matter what you've got in your stash at home. When you open your fabric, so many different colours
Yeah.
will go. Could you pass me that turquoise there, just a sec, that's on the one there? Yeah.
This one?
Yeah, is that okay? Thank you. So look, what if we were to put purple with it? Completely
yes,
changes,
doesn't it?
turquoise with it. It
That really
completely
does pick the colour
changes
out.
from the purple. You could put a pink with it, you could put grey, you could put a green, because actually this
Yeah.
is like a greeny grey. So it doesn't matter what scraps you've got at home and what basics you've got at home, what blenders, you would find something that would go with any of these
Sure.
ranges. So the next thing we are going to do is we are going to take a piece of our wadding.
Okay. What
going
sort
to-
of wadding is it that you've got there?
This is cotton blend,
Okay.
cotton blended wadding, my favourite.
We do have a wadding mega roll on the show. That was a mouthful to say. You can choose from white or cream, actually. Look at this, 150 centimetres wide, so that's 1.5 meters in width. Wow. 100% polyester, £25 saving, bringing the price right down to £49.90. This is not a happy hour price either, but don't wait for this one. Check those baskets out at that saving. Wow, this isn't going to last long, I don't think. 2 payments of £24.95, so you've got a flexi. Anything else that you put into your basket, if you want to split the cost, you can. 831
That's such a good price.
237 is the item number. You get 10 metres
You
there.
get 10 metres, and I think, like everybody
Wow.
else at the moment, I'm stocking up on certain things.
Yeah.
Again, just in case of the new year, I'm just stocking up on things that I knew that I couldn't get at the beginning of last year. So certain planes and threads and just bits and pieces, because it all adds to your stash anyway, because we're all going to use it at some point. But so we have got our outside and our wadding, and then we've also got our outside fabric and our wadding, and then we've got our lining fabrics. And what we're going to do is we are going to place these right sides together.
Okay.
Can you hear that?
I can.
That sounds like dial-up. Are we back on dial-up on the internet?
I thought we've got a little woodpecker in the studio.
I was like, oh my goodness, I used to remember that when I was on, like, trying to get onto the computer, and my dad would be going, I'm on the phone.
I
goodness.
remember the very first computer I had. I was really frightened to even hit one of the keys on the keyboard. I thought if I touched something, it would just blow up. I was so worried.
Yeah, I still
Honestly,
am.
it went,
I still am. I still send an email.
a computer before, the very first,
Yeah.
honestly, I was so frightened of it. There's no
I
way I
was.
can do anything on this.
I was. And it was that whole dial-up sound. See, the youth of today would never know that. you trying to dial up onto the internet and someone shouting because they're on the phone. You know? Or a bit like explaining to my Lily about a landline. A landline? What's a landline? It's like, goodness me. So we're just making our way all the way around. I just want to make sure I get all of that. I know, I was laughing earlier because I was watching Some Mothers Do Have Them.
Oh, were you?
Yeah. Before we come on air, and I was having such a little chuckle to myself.
Oh, that brings back some memories watching that.
Oh dear, honestly.
The old ones are the best, aren't
Oh, they certainly are. So, we have attached our front piece, because this is like, this is going to be your flap, obviously.
Okay.
Okay. And we are going to nick those curves. Not going to nick our stitches. Okay, we're just going up to the stitch line. Okay, we're not going to the stitches.
Okay.
We're just coming around. And
what do you think
happens?
our leader is in the Batiks in the one-day special? I like playing this game, you know.
I know you always ask me this, because then I always think.
I'll give you a little, well, not a clue.
I think my favourite,
We've got a tie at the minute.
Right, the teal and the pink and orangey ones.
So, well, the orange is one of those in the lead, and the other one is the blue-green. So the one that I kind of went for, but then didn't know, because I just love them all. There's the blue-green, and then the orange is the one, yes, third along when we look at the sections there. So we've got the blue-green, we've got the magenta, then we've got the oranges, and then we've got the hot pink at the end. Beautiful. Do you know what? Whichever you go for, you're not going to be disappointed.
Oh, so not going to be disappointed. I mean, when you just look at the different patterns and the different shapes, I just don't think you can ever get bored of batiks. I really don't. They're just so beautiful. So beautiful. And do you know, up until about 2 years ago, 18 months ago, 2 years ago, I'd never used batiks before.
Really?
They actually scared me because
they?
I didn't know what to do with them.
Was it because they were bright and very sort of bold pattern?
Yeah, it is, I think. And because they feel slightly different to what I was used to for patchwork cottons, and I used to go on retreats and things, and I had a couple of, well, one of the ladies, Lynn, she's always been an absolute batik addict, and I used to look at her quilts and think they are absolutely stunning. But it used to worry me because I used to think that you couldn't put all the batiks together. And actually, they work together.
Yeah.
Or even to the other end of the extreme where you could just put plains with them and actually make your fabric stash go further by just using one or two of the batiks. Because I am quite scared of like really bright, really floral, big prints.
Yeah.
I'm not that sort of person. But I tell you what, I am a complete addict now for batiks. I am a
convert and an addict.
I am a complete addict to batiks because they just brighten your day. Honestly, they just brighten your day.
Do you know, I can understand what you're saying about that because I'm a little bit like that as well with colour when it comes to paper craft. It's not just about fabric, is it? Sometimes we see these amazing cards and backgrounds like the ones that Lou's been making in the previous hour and you think, oh, don't know if I can cope with all of that colour, but when you see the effect together, oh my word, it's just amazing.
It is. It's really bizarre, isn't it? And yet people think, because I love bright colour and I love working with colour and that I would automatically go for blues and greys and teals and things like that because to play it safe. But now it's like, oh, I just absolutely love them. I absolutely love them. I love the way they get softer as they wash. I love the worn effect of them. I just love the whole process of, and because they're made so authentically and they're not called batik because they're made in a factory in this country and we've just printed them. These are proper, authentic, hand-dyed, batik stamped.
Exactly.
And that's the difference because you can't ever see that difference between the right side and the wrong side. And, you know, again, I just love them. Sorry.
Well,
a bit
we appreciate
passionate about
then,
it.
because that means you keep visiting us with these beautiful fabrics.
Well, I just think because, you know, there might be people out there that are the same as me and never used batiks before.
Do you know,
And
I
you'd be
think, though,
missing out on a bargain.
for the price we've got, remember there's 6.5 metres here for £25.97. If you are one of those people that has been sitting on the fence a little bit or maybe a little bit frightened, it's well worth trying this out, isn't it? 183941 is the item number. You've got those different options that we've mentioned, the blue greens, you've got the magenta, you've got the oranges, and you've also got the hot pink as well. Something else that we also have, I might have to pinch back something.
Yes, no, that's fine.
Let me just grab this off the end of the table. Right, okay, so we've got bundles of 4. These are fat quarters, and you can choose any 2. So these beautiful blues that we're looking at here, first of all. We've got blues, we've got yellows, we've got browns, we've got pinks. You'll see all the names on the website. If I just lift them all up a little bit. Purple in here as well. You are actually getting 8 fat quarters, because remember, it's a pick and mix of any 2, and that means any 2 bundles, 4 in each bundle. Look at these greens again.
Oh,
I'm
look at
loving
those.
2 together. They're my 2. They're the
But
ones I'm
look
going
at
for.
that green on the top.
Yeah.
It looks like, oh, what's the night sky when you go on holiday somewhere?
The Northern Lights.
Northern Lights.
Yes.
That's it.
Oh, gorgeous. Gorgeous. Yeah, they're my 2, I think. I thought it was going to be the blues, but now I've put those together. If you want these, £22.98, 242424. That really is another great buy, isn't it?
And they are just fat quarters.
Yeah.
So when they come, they are pre-cut.
Yeah, wonderful. Okay,
Sorry,
back to
you
you.
probably
No, that's
said
fine.
that. So I've turned the outside of the bag to the correct way. And what we're going to do is we're going to pop this inside the lining. And you're going to fiddle around a little bit with this, because you want to get it right. You want to get it lined up. So, hence the nails. And really smooth along the bottom there.
Okay.
Also going to make sure, because what we want to make sure is that we're going to leave a hole at the top.
Would you always leave the gap on the top of the flap? Is that the best place for it?
Not normally, but I found with this one it is.
Okay.
Okay, just with this process, I found it a lot easier for it to be on the top,
Okay.
because actually you can hide it quite well. So I'm just popping a couple of pins in there.
And of course, everything's cut to the same size, the lining, the wadding.
I know,
the
which makes
outer-
it such
yeah.
a great... In the meantime, if anybody does want to message me, I'm going to regret saying this, because the ladies that know what I've said before, and I got loads and loads of messages. Instagram, Sasha Sews 123, because over Christmas, pattern testers are
Ooh.
needed. And
Are they?
January into February, I'm still a bit emotional about it all, actually, because I obviously, as you've known me for a long time, and you know that I really struggle with my self-confidence, and I found it really, really difficult to be able to bring them to you. And I, you know, everything I do is what I've been doing at home or things like that. So, yeah. I'm there.
So these are your patterns?
These are my own
Your
patterns
and
that's
you're
going
looking
to
for
come out
pattern
in a load of
testers?
pattern books. Yes, but I just
I
need
cannot wait for that myself.
wonderful, kind people that are not going to judge me for my terrible spelling mistakes and my dyslexia, because obviously that's my biggest thing. But yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, well, you heard it here. I think you are going to be inundated now, Sasha. Wait for it.
So
wait for
I'm
it.
just going to go around the top.
Okay.
And I'm going to get all this just sewn around the top. Is that all
Lovely.
right?
That's fine. We can have a little bit of a recap then on the one-day special. Let's have another close look at the options here. So one item number, one one-day special, one price, one saving. It's a big one though, but it accounts for any of the options. So we're looking first of all, of course, at our blue greens or our green blues, whichever way you want to call it. Now you're getting 6.5 metres. I'm just going to peel back a little bit, because although you can see the designs, do you know, it does change because these are hand dyed and stamped. You will see different areas of colour and detail as well. A quarter of the stock, the entire stock, has already gone on this particular option. Love, love, love these. This is the one that caught my eye first of all, but I don't really think I can you know, really choose a favourite. I think it depends how you see them used as well. And once you start putting those other colours with them, as Sasha has explained, you see them in a different light anyway. Let's have a look at the next option. This is Magenta. 20% of Magenta has gone. Isn't that the most beautiful fabric? Let's just show you them one at a time. Again, have a really good look through these. There we are. So picking out, this is the fabric, or one of the fabrics that Sasha's using in demonstration. In fact, I think it's the one, is it this one here? It is, isn't it? Because we put the turquoise with it, didn't we? But look at this also with those gorgeous greens in them. You know, greens in this one as well, that lovely sort of swirly pattern. Beautiful. So that's the magentas. Then we've got the hot pink and orange. This has been a popular selection. A quarter of the stock has already gone here as well. Yeah, lovely dark green in that one. Isn't that gorgeous? Let's just go through these a little bit at a time again so you can really appreciate the beauty of them. Doesn't matter which way you use them, they are batiks, they are hand-dyed, hand-stamped. I can see the appeal with this one. I think it's the teal in this again, you know, that, you know, it's not just the pink and the orange, it's the teal in there that I think is attracting everybody. And then finally, of course, we've got the hot pink for you as well. So again, glorious. Oranges in here, blues in here, greens in here as well. The turquoises, look at that lovely area of that fabric there. Beautiful. Such a good price, 6.5 metres, that's 3 metres in total for that price. 183941 is the item number. Very, very busy on the one-day special. As if we've not given you enough to tempt you, we've got a little bit more actually. Now we've got some stamped 1 metre pieces. There's lots to choose from. I don't want to get back to Sasha, so I'm not going to spend too long on these, but we'll just flick through. We've got lime, we've got magenta, purple, hot pink and orange. That's nice, isn't it? Oh, that's the same one because I've just picked it up on the fold, I think. Hang on. There we. Oh, look at that. Oh, the turquoise. I think that's my favourite so far. The turquoise. The next one, we've got lilac and green. Then we've got hot pink. Different designs on these as well. Let's have a look at the next one. Navy green. Do like that. Do like that. Hot pink and turquoise. Then we've got that beautiful brown. That's nice with the turquoise with it, isn't it?
Beautiful.
That is very nice. Let's just go to the next one. Oh, that's nice as well. We've got the blue. Let me just flip some of these over so we can see it a little bit better. We've got the blue for you there. Then we have the green. Oh, nice. Hot pink and orange.
Wow.
Hot pink and turquoise. Is that, oh, wait a minute, we're missing it. It's that, I'm going to flip that over so you can see the turquoise in it. There we are. And then we've got the deep green as well.
They're just unbelievable prices, aren't they?
Gorgeous.
They're just amazing prices.
Yeah, brilliant prices. $10.99. You're getting a full metre there. These are 44 inches wide or 112 centimetres, saving £3. Lots to choose from, all on the website, 744847. There we are. Okay, back to you, Sasha.
So we have gone all the way around. And now we are going to start turning this through. Now, obviously, if you wanted to quilt this, you could have quilted this before we popped it all together, but you don't need to quilt this because it's not overly big. And before I do sew up any holes, I always make sure that I've caught all the layers as well. And then I'm just going to use my nail to push around those seams. Make sure that that lining's all okay. And then when you do start turning this through, you do sort of think, oh, what's happened? But actually it all does start to make sense.
Yeah.
You're absolutely fine. It all does come together beautifully.
Any tips on pressing the batik, Sasha?
Well,
do you need steam? Do you not need steam? Does it matter?
It doesn't, I don't think you necessarily need steam, but I like to use quite a hot iron.
Okay.
I don't like to make my fabrics overly damp. That's my thing with fabrics. I don't like to make the wadding overly damp either. So again, I tend to use a cloth at home. I'd rather have a damp cloth on top and then iron than spray the actual fabrics.
Got you.
So I'm just going to give this a quick press all the way around.
Okay.
And then we're just going to...
This is a nice starter project, isn't it?
Do you know, honestly, it is. It's a great little project to do. And the fact that you could make them to go inside your bags. I'm just going to tuck that wadding in there.
You could in fact make a trio, couldn't you? So they all fit inside each other, have sort of a larger bag. It's great for when you go away or you spend a weekend somewhere and you've got something to put your different utensils in, your makeup, maybe your phone chargers and that sort of thing.
My leads
as well.
I put in one.
Do you?
So all my leads for my phone and my computer and things like that I tend to put in because I get in a bit of a pickle if not and end up losing things. And I've got a couple of bigger ones because I am known to pack and forget things like my pants and things like that. So I actually, honestly, I'm terrible at packing. So at least I know if they're in my case and they're open and they're empty, that means they've got no pants in there. So I have to put pants in there before.
Oh, I love that.
It's just how I like to pack. So I've popped a pin just where the hole was. So the next thing you would do is top stitch all the way around. And you can top stitch across the top. And you've got this amazing little pouch. And it really is that quick and easy. But what I wanted to show you is just by putting different buttons on there.
Oh, wow.
The
That's a big button.
It's a great button, isn't it? Now, I have a story about this button. Would you like to?
Oh, I like that.
So did I. So it was on a cardigan, and I bought the cardigan that was a size 8 because I liked the button.
Just for the button, did you?
It was in the sale, and it was ridiculously cheap, and it was only a size 8. And I did buy the cardigan, and I think the cardigan was about £7 in the sale. And I thought, oh, I just love that button. So I bought the cardigan.
That is a fab button.
Isn't it the best button?
Wow.
So yeah. So I haven't actually put it on anything yet to give to anybody.
How do you sew it on? Has it got holes at the back?
It's got a little hole at the back.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. It's got holes at the back. And then, and this is what I was saying, you know, you can just play around with different buttons, different things. You could applique names on there. You could do anything like that. I'm going to hide my buttons now because she's spotted them. I'm going to have to hide that one, that special one. I'm going to just really, really quickly to show you, I'm just going to go around the top too. Now, when I'm top stitching, I do take my stitch length up to about 3. Only because...
You might have to hide that button, Sasha. Now you're showing it to me.
That's what I mean.
I'm imagining crocheting myself a really nice shawl, and that would just be the perfect finishing touch to fasten it.
I'm gonna have to hide them, aren't I? I'm not going to be able to leave them here. But yeah, I'm terrible. So any clothes that have got really nice buttons on, before I take them to the charity shop or sell them on Vinted, I tend to change the buttons on them. If I really like them.
Well, if you're going to make use of them, it's a wise move, isn't it?
Well, that's the thing, you see, I haven't yet because I don't want to part with it.
Your button box must be amazing. Everybody has a button box.
Oh, I love a button box.
Oh, so do I.
See, I've got my nan's button box, you see.
Oh.
Yeah. Everyone's got a button box. I'm sure everybody has got a button box, don't you think?
I think so, yeah.
Not
if you haven't, you should have.
You should. Honestly, it's like a treasure box. I mean, that's the one thing that I can remember about my nan's when I was little, is going there and being allowed to play with the button box.
Yeah.
You know?
That's why I love buttons so much, because my mum had a button box, or a button tin. And I used to love looking in it, because there was lots of individual buttons, very special ones, metal ones, really decorative ones, you know, marbled ones.
Oh, I know. And also, the fact that buttons now are so expensive.
They are, that's true.
Really, really expensive. So, one little pouch, with or without tumbler. You don't need to put a tumbler in yours. But you can change the sizes quite easily as well. So they are a really apt, you know, in the pattern there's going to be 3 different sizes. So like Catherine was saying, you know, you could actually do a trio of them and they all match your bag. And we all now go around with such big bags, don't we, with our masks in and our hand sanitizer and things like that. So you could have just one to pick up that's got mask, hand sanitizer in, lateral flow test, I don't know, whatever you need to put.
That's a good idea actually, because you need to keep those protected
and to keep them with you. Yeah. So, and again, they're really, really quick to make as well. So about half an hour and you can make some lovely gifts.
Perfect. Lovely.
I'm going to decide which button
gorgeous.
to put on it now.
Love it. Well, perhaps you want to make one yourself as well. Maybe the same fabric, maybe something else. We've got lots to choose from. We've got 4 different options. So the blue greens, over a quarter has now gone of that particular option. Remember, this is 6.5 meters in each option. Then you've got those gorgeous magentas, 20% of the stock gone there. Then we have our lovely oranges, hot pink and orange together. So beautiful, lots of teal or turquoise in there as well. How much has gone of this one? Almost 30% of the stock gone on this one. This is the favourite at the moment. And then we also have the hot pink, of course. Whichever you go for, if you can't make your mind up and it's just kind of, oh, well, you know, I'll do a lucky dip. It doesn't matter. You are going to love them. The value is incredible. $25.97. That item number for you, 183941. Now, something else we haven't mentioned yet. I've only got one of the colours here, but we've got this available in the ivory or the black as well. I feel as though I should open this out because you've got 5 meters. I don't know, this is going to be hard to fold up, isn't it? I'm not going to open it all the way. There's still plenty of folds in here, but you're getting 5 meters by 244 centimeters in width. That is almost 2.5 meters. That is enormous. So would you use this for linings, backing quilts?
Oh. Everybody asked me about this. Everybody asked me, and even our Scott has just bought a load of black for the theatre.
Has he?
Yeah,
oh.
I ordered a load of the black for our local church for the nativities as well, because it's great, because it is so big. It's great as backdrops, and it is an absolute bargain. But and I tell you this all the time, and you're going to go, oh, Sasha, I know this. But for new viewers that haven't, my friend moved house in the summer and couldn't afford all curtains and everything for the whole house. So she bought 2 sets, made curtains for the house for under 40, well, I think it was more actually at that time. It wasn't this price, for under 50 quid. And she made curtains for the whole of the house. And now, as she's getting more money, she's replacing the curtains, but now she's using them for quilt backing. She's using them for tablecloths. She's stamping on them. She's making Roman blinds and doing fabric stamping and things like that.
And it's a really good quality one as
well. It's amazing quality. Amazing quality.
£19.99. £5 saving, oh my word. Black or the ivory that we've just seen there. We haven't got the black to show you, but the ivory is there. 346836 is the item number. Let's get back to Sasha for the demonstration. So what are we looking at now, Sash?
So we are looking at another quick and easy Christmas gift. So what we are looking at...
Is that toweling you've got there?
It is toweling. So this was some towels that I bought, because everybody at the moment is making face wipes, washable face things, and also for hands when they're out and about. And have you seen them where you have the bamboo toweling on them, and then because they're reusable? So again, I'm just going to show you really, really quickly something that I was... Can we get away with using that? Let's see. So again, it was about obviously cutting costs this year and making presents for people. And so a set of 7 of these, so they've got one for every day of the week. Such a nice gift.
Oh, that is nice. You can make a little pouch for them to go in as well.
Well,
a little drawstring bag or something.
Just made a lovely little pouch.
Yeah, that would be perfect.
They really are such a lovely little gift to have. And again, it doesn't matter what... This is bamboo toweling, and it doesn't matter what size. Some people do them in circles, some people do them all different shapes. But I just think it's such a thoughtful gift. If you've gone to somebody's house and you know what colour bathroom and things like that are. But be aware, because just buying, I'm so sorry, floor manager. When you just buy normal towels, they do come away a little bit. So we're going to go right sides together. And again, I mean, this one is, if you want to know the size, so 5.5 by 4.5. That was quite lucky, wasn't it? Now, there's a couple of ways you can do it. If you wanted to keep it quite rusticy, you can just do a zigzag all the way around. If you want to do a turn it through, which is what I do, then we're going to sew all the way round, but we are going to make sure that we leave an opening to turn back through.
These would look lovely in a little basket with some toiletries as well. Give them, you know, with accessories to go with them.
It's just such a nice gift, I think, because you can really...
Very usable.
It is. It's a personal one, and also the fact that you can use all your scraps as well. It's a way of getting rid of them all. So if you were... you could just patchwork some scraps together. You know, it doesn't have to be... It doesn't have to be new fabrics. Just do another stitch there.
Again, another great way to start sewing, isn't it? You've just got rectangles or squares or circles if you want to do that shape.
And this is what's so important to me. I think it's about just giving people the confidence to just pick something up and think, you know, because you could hand sew these.
Yeah.
You know, you could be doing a really nice blanket stitch or decorative stitch, or, I mean, you could do anything with them. You know, and we've all got those local shops near us where we can pop in a hand. I mean, think how many you would get out of a hand towel. You know,
you'd get a lot, wouldn't you?
You would
decide the size, so it depends on the size you choose as well. Whether you want to make them a little bit smaller than Sasha has, you certainly could do that. A question actually, Sasha, when it comes to batiks, if you are totally new to sewing, because some fabrics, let's face it, can be quite difficult to sew. I'm thinking of things like sheer fabrics that slide around a lot, or fabrics that need walking feet, you know, something like that. Is batik a good way to start because it doesn't move a lot? You haven't got that stretch in there. It stays in place.
Yeah, and also if you are doing squares and things, just because you're starting off, like I was saying earlier, you may worry about the facing of the fabric. Now, it doesn't matter which way I lay these out, you're not going to know any different.
No.
You know, you don't know any different whatsoever, and that's what I like about batiks, because it means I can be completely random if I wanted to be, and I can just pick them up and I can sew without, because you're having to think about cutting and measuring, sometimes having to think about what way the fabric goes is another element for you to worry about. And actually you don't have to. No. Because like I was saying, a really good quality batik will have the print on both sides. And I just love working with them. I really do. I mean, I tend to use a purple tip needle, Janome needle. But if not, just a normal top stitch needle. I don't pre-wash anything. I'm not a pre-washer. Okay. Okay. What I would recommend is for anything that I make with batiks, when I've made it and I've finished and I've quilted it and I've bound it, I do put it in the washing machine with a colour catcher or the equivalent, whatever you use. Just because they are natural and you just may get a bit of colour movement. You don't get a lot, but you may get a bit of colour movement. So always put a colour catcher in, which I do with all of my quilts and with any fabrics, to be quite honest now, just to be safe. Because again, the more you wash them, the more beautifully soft. They've almost got that, you know, when you've bought cotton flannel, and the more you wash it, the more softer it gets and the more used. And this is almost like that. It gets softer and softer the more you wash and use it. So again, I press it normally, I wash it normally, but just with anything that I do put a some sort of dye catcher in the washing machine with any fabric now. Lovely.
Now I can see you've almost turned that the right way.
I mean, isn't this just, if you knew that you've got somebody coming around, if somebody announces, oh, are you in this afternoon for a cuppa? I'm going to drop some presents around. And you think, oh, goodness, I forgot about Auntie Mo. She's coming round and, oh, what am I going to do? Just go and grab some scraps, even one of the towels out of your airing cupboard if it comes to it. such a nice little gift. So we're just going to, in the
nice
one
little ribbon to tie around.
Oh,
That'll look the
yeah.
power, won't it?
Yeah,
Nice
some of that
full
raffia
stack of
string.
them. Yeah.
Exactly that. What I do recommend you do is give it a really, really good press. And you want to make sure, not using your scissors, don't do what I do. I just can't find my pencil. Really get in and poke those corners out. And then what you can do is once you've done, I'll try and do another one as well before the end of the show.
Okay, we've got about 6.5 minutes left, Sasha.
And then we can stack them up. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to top stitch all the way round.
Okay.
And that
We'll
then
close the gap, of course.
closes that gap.
Okay. Now we can give a reminder again of the different colour options. Maybe you're just joining us for the first time during the launch show. These are beautiful. These are genuine batiks, hand dyed, hand stamped. We're going backwards this time. We're going to start with the oranges. The oranges and, the orange and hot pink. No, it's not. This is the hot pink, isn't it? Yeah, hot pink there. So if we look right from this end here, right through to this beautiful pink and purple together, that is that particular option there. Then moving into the next selection, we've got the orange and hot pink, almost a third of the stock gone. This is the one that seems to have been the favourite so far. Then moving down again, we have our magenta. Lots of greens and blues in with the magenta as well. Stunning, absolutely beautiful. Those different designs, they do work through each of the colour options, but they look different because of the colourways. They look different because of how everything has been naturally dyed and hand stamped. You know, so although, yes, you've got the same prints, you wouldn't know it until you look really, really closely. Then, I'm still leaning towards this one. I thought I'd changed my mind, but I don't know. Every time I look at this, I'm drawn to it. The blue greens.
Get both.
It does really, doesn't it? Yeah, why not? Or double up on the blue greens, but then I wish I'd got the others as well. £25.97, 6 half-metre pieces, £7 saving, 183941. I don't think we're going to show them again now, but just to remind you, we do have some happy hour deals as well with really good savings. Go to the website and look for those because the prices will go up at the end of the hour. We've got the duos, we've got 1 metre pieces of batiks as well. Lots of different options to choose from, all on the website. Now then, how are you getting on over there, Sasha?
So one is done.
Oh, we've done one, have we?
I've done one. I've done one. We've gone all the way around, as you can see on there.
Yeah.
I mean, what a fab little gift. And I'm now starting on the next one, which will be finished by the time, well, I'm hoping. How long have we got?
We've got 4 minutes left.
Oh, what a breeze. I could have a cup of tea as well in that time.
One of those could be a coaster for your cup of tea.
Exactly. I thought we're playing bobbin roulette.
Thread, are you?
Is it going to do it? So we just go all the way around. And then I don't know if I did say earlier, but the other thing that you need to make sure you do is clip them corners.
Yeah.
Just
if you don't clip those, you're not going to be able to poke the corners out at all, are you? They're just
no.
stay rounded.
And they end up being a little bit bulky, like you can see in here. I'm just giving it a bit of a haircut. God, they're going to shout at me down there. You should see it. Looks like I've got a really bad case of dandruff.
You need one of those Merlin duos. Did you see yesterday? They're really good.
Aren't they good?
I did buy one. I must admit, I did go and buy one after the. I did. I did.
Terrible,
and I did
isn't
say
it?
I was going to get one for my son, but I think I'm keeping it. I'm going to give it. I've got another vacuum cleaner that I can have. I wanted it for the craft room, you see. I wanted it so that I could get under the table, on top of the table, because it all comes apart. They were brilliant.
Yeah, it was very clever. And the other thing that arrived on Monday, I think
bought
it
the
was.
purple one.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
No, I'm addicted to the puzzle games at the moment.
Oh, I've got some of those as well. They are brilliant.
Aren't they
brilliant.
good?
It's so much fun when Gavin comes here.
Aren't they good?
They really are good.
I've been umming and ahhing for ages
Oh,
and
you should.
ages.
Julius
And I just
Square,
jumped.
you've got to have. You've got to.
I just thought it's going to be so good at Crimbo. And yeah.
You do get competitive, I'll warn you now.
Oh,
I'll tell you which one I bought this year as well recently. But I haven't played it because I am saving it for Christmas. It's the one with the upside down goggles. Yeah, dying to try that.
They are brilliant, and he's such a nice chap as well.
He is. Very
He's a really
enthusiastic,
nice
and for good reason as well, because they are, as you say, brilliant games.
Right, can we get 2 done? I'm nearly there. I've nearly top stitched all
We'll
the
do
way
this
around.
Easily, Sasha, easily.
Oh, goodness me, I jumped then.
Oh, that was our Adam coming into the studio.
Everyone always knows when he arrives.
Oh.
So, let's just get rid of that thread. And there you go. If you had a stack of
yes,
those.
a stack of those. One for each day of the week, we said, didn't we? Do make 7. Beautiful. Tie them with a nice little bow. Make the pouch for them to go in.
Pop the pouch.
What a lovely gift that would be.
I just think that, and honestly, it's almost like an exfoliating when you're doing your skin as well. I quite like the feeling of that. But just great so that if, you know, you make 7, or 3 if they don't wash their face very often. You make 7 if you're hinting at them. Maybe. I'd actually make Adam 7 just to make sure that and I'd put names of the week on them to make sure that he did behind his ears every day.
And then they like that idea, yeah. Put the names of the week.
You've noticed Adam's ears as well, I know. It's terrible, isn't it?
It's just makeup.
Is it? And then you see they can just pop them in the wash or make another basket, pop some vinyl lining or something in there so that when they go away or when you're away, you can then bring them home and wash them.
Exactly, that's what you need to do, isn't it? Yes, lots of ideas there. More at 8 o'clock, of course, because myself and Sasha will be back for the second live hour of the One Day Special. This has been very, very busy. All those options there, 4 different options. Make sure you have a look at everything on the website. Sasha, see you a little bit later.
See you later.
I'm just going to go and wash my face ready for 8 o'clock now. Stay with us, though. More to come.